What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to No Lights Metal. It's time for part 2 of my rock metal update. That's right, time for part 2 of the rock and metal update. This is all 7-inch vinyl. This time it's all metal, heavy metal, power metal, thrash metal, and death metal all mixed in here. All 7-inch singles. A lot of these came from a collection that I purchased from a buddy in Germany, but some of them didn't. So some of the stuff is brand new stuff out. So this is Mystical Moon, new artist. The song's called Pillars. Backside is Medicine Man. Really good, straightforward heavy metal, great guitar work, great vocals, really enjoyed it. Independent artist selling his own music, so look him up. We've been promoting him on the Metal Roundtable quite a bit as well. Nice splatter vinyl too. So yeah, I dig this, very good. Next up, the first of 4 singles from Ritual Servant. This is Veritas, backed with Into the Swine. This is thrash metal. Patrick Best is the name of the songwriter, guitar player in this band. I believe that... so let's see, drums are Seth Boone, lead guitar is Ryan Robeck from... yeah, I don't know. Robert Gutierrez may have played a little bit of a lead on this thing too. I can't remember. He may be in the thank you list. I can't remember. But Robert Gutierrez from Ultimatum, I think, played some lead work on one of these tracks as well. But regardless, really cool to have a 7-inch single from Ritual Servant. This is their first 7-inch single ever. There's going to be 4 total singles coming out. The next one should be coming out very shortly. I really dig this band. So if you're into, it's not real fast thrash metal. It's kind of mid-paced, a lot of chugging and chunking along. But I really dig this band, Ritual Servant. So do check them out if you haven't heard them before. And there's only 100 copies of this press. They're available at roxrecords.com. Okay. This one is another one, and whenever I see copies of this, I pick it up. I picked this one up for $4, but this is Midnight Mover from Accept. This was like a freebie that they gave away back when the album first came out. Of course, these things are pretty tore up most of the time. This one is in really, really good condition. So this one is going into my collection because I mean it is near mint. And as you can see, it's not for sale, but I did buy it. Next one up is a bootleg. Apparently, a very coveted bootleg that I picked up from my buddy in Germany. This is Metallica covering the Misfits live. So it's the A side has got Helpless and Last Caress, recorded in '87. The B side is Last Caress from '88. It's a really odd mix. This is a Japanese single, so it's got bits of the Chainsaw Massacre mixed in. It's got introductions by Glenn Danzig and some introductions by James Hetfield. It's very unusual. I kind of dug it. It's a weird mix of stuff. But like I said, Japanese bootleg single. Not much to it, as you can see, but yeah, I looked it up on Discogs and a few other places, and apparently it's pretty coveted. People looking for this thing, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. Actually, it says right on the back here, this shit is real limited, made in Japan. Alright, now we got some thrash. This is Sentinex, kind of Venom-ish heavy metal, thrash metal. A band I was kind of unfamiliar with until I heard this. I mean, kind of meaning I'd never heard of them before until I heard this. So you got Enchanted Land and Ripping Corpse. This is Dementia Records. I don't know when this thing came out. It wasn't that long ago, though. See if there's a year on there somewhere. Little insert. 2000. So they were recorded in 2000. One track was recorded in '99, the other one was in 2000. I assume the single came out in 2000. Cool artwork. Kind of reminds me of Sodom. I can picture that as a Sodom cover. A couple of death metal here. This is Amarth, Raven's Flight, and Crack the Sky. One more from Amarth. This is First Kill, and that David's First Flight. which is an unreleased track previous to this single. I don't know if it's, you know, been released on somewhere now. This is Scorpion Child, as I believe a German band. It's straightforward, kind of heavy metal. Not kind of, they are heavy metal. I really like them and have a full-length album from them. This is the first time I've ever seen one of their singles, but She Sings, I Kill, and Enter the Twilight Coven, Nuclear Blast from 2015. No, 12? I don't know. It's hard to read. And you can see it's really hard to read. Alright, need to keep going because there's a lot here. And alright. Death thrash metal from Protector. This is Road Rage, Deranged Nymphomania, Terra Mater, and Birth of a Nation. And it's on this super thick. I mean, it feels like it's at least 180 gram vinyl. Super thick for a single. Usually singles aren't that heavy. This is also Protector, but this is a split with Eraser. And you've got the Dimeholt from Protector and In Darkness from Eraser. When did this thing come out? See, now I didn't do a very good job with these ones putting years on them, so I don't see a year on the back, so we're moving on. So this is another split. This is Darkness and Teutonic Slaughter. Cool cover art. Lots of little extras in here, flyers and stickers and whatnot. Black vinyl. Independent release. Thrash metal. Really, really cool single. Really enjoyed this band. Alright, some Portrait. Some Merciful Fate worship in these guys, but regardless, really good, straightforward heavy metal. So the Murder of All Things Righteous and Son of All Graves. And this is High Roller. Gotta be a pretty early High Roller release. Can't remember what year this came out. I don't see a year on here anywhere. See, I told you I did a bad job. I didn't put any of them on here. This is a compilation. Thrash Metal Blitzkrieg Volume 3. Now I have Volume 3. I gotta see if I can find Volume 1 and 2. But you've got Violent Attack, They Shall Pay, Disaster, Desquiade. You've got Crimson Steel, Forever Christ in Flames, and Crucifier, Execute Them All. This one's cool. This is a VOJD, Void, whatever you want to call them. I love this band. Kind of a retro sound. Backed with the Deadheads. And basically they're both doing Motorhead covers. So you've got VOJD doing Built for Speed and the Deadheads doing the song Motorhead. Love Motorhead. I also love VOJD. I wasn't familiar with the Deadheads, but dug their cover of Motorhead anyhow. So great one to have in the collection. Not sure whether I'm going to put this. Do I put it with Motorhead? Do I put it in... I don't know. This next one's the same way. Do I put it with Coroner? It's not really Coroner. Looks like Coroner. But it is a tribute to Coroner. Arc Life. So you've got Pharaoh on one side and Canvas Solaris on the other. I do have a 7-inch single from Coroner with Purple Haze on it. There you go. So you got Tunnel of Pain and Arclight are the two tracks that they covered on here. Again, so do you put this with Coroner? Do you put it with Pharaoh? I don't know. I almost don't like split ones. I've got a lot of split ones, especially thrash metal ones. You know, Overkill and Hyrax and Testament and Creator that have these split ones. Lots of Hyrax ones. And because I'm such a huge Hyrax fan, I just have all the Hyrax ones in Hyrax. So. Alright, one of the ones I was missing from my Anthrax collection. I did not pick up this from the same seller. But this is the On Demand single from the UK. Backed with a live version of Caught in the Mosh. Of course, I had the 12-inch version of this too. I just never owned this UK 7-inch version, so glad to finally get a copy. Power metal from Germany, Primal Fear. Great band, great single. So you've got Nuclear Fire on the B-side, which is a live recording, which sounds fantastic, and Crucify Me on the A-side. This is, excuse me, this is from 2018, I believe. This one's been on my want list for a long time. So, Monte Carlo Nights from Screamer. I love this band. Screamer is just great, traditional heavy metal. Backed with On My Way on the High Roller Records. Really, yep, High Roller Records. A little crossover thrash from NWOBHM. This is Terrorscope with Real Working Terror. So you've got on the A side you've got Terrorscope and Metal Idiots. On the B side you've got 666, Insane, Jaws 4, and Terrorscope Espanol. So I really like the cover art. I mean, I know it's kind of goofy looking, but I mean it's obviously made to look like the backing of it, like a G.I. Joe, and it's got the little plastic piece tore off of it where the action figure was. Just clever cover. I mean, it doesn't look very thrash metal, but NWOBHM never were, you know, one of those ones to stick to traditional looks. So this is a great one. This is another one of those splits, but you got Whiplash and Released Anger. Almost said Agony. So Whiplash doing Sword Meet the Skull, Skull Meet the Sword, and then Released Anger doing Scum on Flogger Records. And you can see the custom center label. So a little thrash metal. Staying with thrash metal, this is the Death Angel, Sonic Beatdown, and Buried Alive. Obviously, picture disc single. Next 3 or 4 are all from the same band, Belgium band, After All, thrash metal. This is Utopia Thought and Blind Euphoria, Rivalry to Whom. Check this thing out real quick here. Yeah, Blind Euphoria and Rivalry to Whom. And then Soul Christ and A Utopic Thought. So basically a 4-song EP. I have played this one a few times already. I really like this band, After All, and I think they're criminally underrated. Especially their last few albums are just brilliant. This is No Recollection from After All, and it's a split with Patriarch in a song called Inside. So you can see there's the After All side of the insert and the Patriarch version of it, and custom center labels with pictures of the band, and it is on a red vinyl. I think both bands are from Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Patriarch are from Belgium as well. So very cool. And then one more from After All. This is not a split. This is the Bereaved EP. So you've got Exhale, Sweet Departure, and Turn the Tide on this particular single. With a sexy cover. That way later. Alright, we're almost getting to the bottom of this. This one I bought just, I was on Bandcamp and I was looking around at different bands and I found this band on there and I just gave them a shot. So, based on their description and their cover art, but this is Thrasher. And this is a split with Revenge. And I liked both bands, very different, both kind of thrash metal, but one being more raw, venomous, one being more of like a crossover, speedy thrash metal sound. Came with a sticker of the band Thrasher, and you can see the center labels. Oops. It also came with It also came with an insert and a couple of digital downloads, which I just dropped on the floor. Okay, this band everybody's going to know. Both these bands. This is a split. This is Sacred Reich and Iron Reagan. Sacred Reich doing Don't Do It, Donnie. and Iron Reagan doing They Scream. This is a Metal Blade release from not that long ago, 2019. And I believe it's just plain black vinyl, but it does have a little insert. And like I said, I believe it's just black vinyl, but let me just double check it. Yeah, it is. It's black vinyl. So there you go. Iron Reagan and Sacred Reich. Getting to the bottom of the barrel here. We're almost there. This is Exodus. This is some early Exodus stuff. It is a Nuclear Blast release from like 2019. But you've got a song called No Love Live, which is a song that I don't believe they ever recorded on any of their albums, and then a demo version of the song Death Row. And you can see a very young Gary Holt back there. Yeah, and you can actually see a very young. Well, the whole band is young. I mean, they're probably teenagers there, so. Anyhow, this is really cool, and like I said, I picked this one up from my friend in Germany, so this is on white vinyl. Alright, we're getting there. This is another one I picked up purely, like, again, I was on Bandcamp just looking to, you know, discover some new music and check out some new bands, but this is Zu and NWOBHM. Now, this is more death metal kind of stuff, and both sides, and I believe both these bands are from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I actually read all about all this stuff when I first got these, and then I've forgotten. Was it no? Maybe it was Australia. It's Australia. I don't see any things on here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Australia. And it's got printing on the inside as well. See if I put in the light, maybe I can see. Recorded in Melbourne, Australia. So yeah. Anyhow, cool stuff. Like I said, death metal. Both bands, even though that one has an unusual name, Zu. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Some German power metal from Rage, and split with German thrash metal Destruction. So, never seen a Destruction 7-inch. So red vinyl. I don't know why they put the sticker on the actual cover itself, but whatever. So you get Second to None from Destruction, and The Devil Strikes Again from Rage. Obviously on Nuclear Blast, it's got a giant Nuclear Blast sticker on the front of it. So I don't know. Do you put it with Destruction or Rage? The front cover is Rage, so I'll probably put it in R for Rage. Alright, two more to go, and both from the same band. This is Deceased, Infect the Ugliness, death metal, King Folly and Company. So you've got Agents of Steel, Ironheads, Black Metal, and Voivod. Obviously, Voivod, and obviously big cover songs, so just really cool 7-inch single. And then one more. This is Cloned Day of the Robots from Deceased, which has Cloned Day of Deceased from the album's Surreal Overdose. Then it's got the False Prophet, English Dogs cover, and World Peace, Cro-Mags cover, live. And I believe this is, could have played, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's black vinyl. I only played it once so far. Yeah, black vinyl. Custom center labels. And this one was from, is there a year on here? Of course not. So I don't know what year it was. Cool picture of the band on the back as well. So there you go, that is my 7-inch update. Nearly an hour between the two videos. So if you watched all that, I appreciate it. Please leave a comment below. I try to respond to everybody. Regardless, I always appreciate all the comments and people watching. So that's it. God bless. Stay strong.